Hello, LPS. My name is Beth, and I work in the Leadership Public Schools Home Office. Today, we are going to walk through how to activate your Infinite Campus Parent Portal and how to fill out your meal benefits application or your free and reduced lunch application online directly through the Parent Portal. The first thing you're going to do is go to this Parent Portal login page, which you should have received in a letter or an email. If you don't have that, please contact your school office. I also want to point out that once you get to this page, you can go all the way to the bottom here to choose your preferred language. I'm going to stay on English, and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom here to click on New User. And this is going to open a screen where you will enter your unique activation key. You should have received this in the same letter or email that I mentioned. And if you don't have it, again, please contact your school office and they will get you that information. You can see it's a long string of letters and numbers here, so please be careful as you type to make sure you enter all of the information correctly. And then you click Submit, and it'll take you to this page where you get to create your own username and password. It can be anything you'd like. I'm going to use my own name. A lot of people like to use their email addresses, but it is completely up to you. And then you are going to type in your password, whatever you can remember, and click Submit. And then I'm going to go back to the login screen, and I'm going to type in my username and password exactly as I said it. And then it's going to bring up this page. It's asking for a security email. This is in case you need to reset your password, you forget your password. So I am going to type in my email address, and you have to confirm that. Type it in twice or copy and paste, and then you're entering the same password that you had created for yourself on the last page. And then you hit save, and this will take you to the welcome screen for the Infinite Campus Parent Portal. And this is a great resource for you to have. You can look around in the menu here. It will allow you to check your students' calendar, schedule, some class assignments, grades, all sorts of things. So congratulations for making it into the Parent Portal. Now I'm going to show you how to get to and how to fill out the meal application, which is very important. This really impacts LPS's funding as a school, and it also can provide benefits to you and your family as well, like local bus passes, things of that nature. So thank you for taking the time to fill it out. You're going to go all the way to the bottom of the menu, click on More, and on this page you're going to go to Meal Benefits. And now you'll click this link to start the application process. This first page is going to ask you to set a PIN, just any combination of numbers that will serve as your signature as the person submitting this form. So I'm going to say yes. Let's set up this PIN, and I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the password is that same password that you made for yourself, and submit. And we're ready to go. So the first page it's going to bring up is the letter to households. It gives a general overview of this process and why we need to collect these forms, and it might answer some questions that you have. So feel free to read through this. You also can print this out if you like. And once you are finished reading through all of that, you can scroll to the bottom and click Next. And then this will take you to the next letter, which gives you some more instructions about how to fill out this form. Once again, after you've read through, then you can click Next and go to the next tab, the Signer Confirmation tab. And this should display your name as the signer, as the person filling out this form. And it's just wanting a confirmation that you will be completing this form for everybody who lives at this address, everybody in this household. And once you can confirm that, then you click next and you can begin filling out the application. So it automatically is bringing up everybody in the system already who we show is living in this household. So it looks like I'm showing 3 people. Of course, I created this just as an example. So I have three members, including a student and 2 parents. But we have, say there's another household member. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure everybody has a check mark next to their name, confirming that they all live in this same household together. And now I'm going to add another household member. This button right here at the bottom, add household member. It's going to ask me if this is a student enrolled at Leadership Public Schools or if it is not somebody at LPS. This is not a student. So I'm going to say it's a non-student. Let's say this is a grandparent, an LPS grandparent. And I'm going to save that person. All right. And let's say I have another household member, a sibling. I'm gonna say this is a sibling, but I still need to select non-student because this is a younger sibling who does not attend LPS. So I'm going to say this is an LPS sibling. Of course, you will be typing in their names and then hit save. Okay, so this looks like the complete household to me. And once that is all set, we can click next. It's going to ask whether anybody in the household receives any of these types of state benefits, also known as SNAP, TANF. So if you or any member of your household receives these, then you can click yes and fill in the case number. And those benefits will extend to everybody else in the household. I'm going to say no, just for the purpose of this application. I'm going to show you how to complete the income levels for everybody. So on this next page, it's asking me to put a checkbox next to children in the household. This is a little bit confusing sometimes, but it's really asking you to put a check mark next to the LPS students in the household. So I put a check mark for that student, and I'm gonna click the next button. And it's asking me if any of the children are foster children. I'm gonna say no. Are any of the students migrant, homeless, runaway, or Head Start? I'm gonna say no. And now I'm at the page where I get to enter everybody's gross income. You can always read through the instructions up here. I'm going to mark the sibling and the student here that they have no income. And I'm going to add the income here for this person, the main signer of the form, myself. And I earn, let's say it is $400. Very important to fill out the frequency, $400 weekly. And that looks good, so save. And now I'm going to say the grandparent receives some Social Security benefits, okay? So I'm going to go down to this category and we'll say it's $1,000 monthly and save. And the other parent in the household also is out of work right now, does not earn an income. So we can just check no income. So this looks good to me, $400 weekly, $1,000 monthly, and that's complete. So we can go ahead and click next. It gives me a summary to review all of the information here. And it all looks good to me. If something needed to be edited, you can always click previous and go back to make those changes. But I'm going to click next. And now to authorize and sign the form, I need to either fill in the last 4 digits of my social security number or just check this box that I do not have a social security number, no problem. And then this optional information that the state collects, you can fill out your ethnicity and your race if you wish, or you don't have to. And then when I scroll to the bottom, I promise that all of this information is true, and I accept. And now is the page where I get to fill in that PIN that I created to be my signature. And once I hit submit, it has been submitted and I get this confirmation page. Again, I can print this out if I want to keep it for my records. It's also going to be sent to my inbox here in the portal. It provides a summary of the information that I reported here. So I can review that. I can always contact the school if anything has changed or if anything needs to be edited, but all of this looks good. I'm gonna go back to my message center. Oh, look, it says in my inbox, I have one new message and it says that my application has been submitted for processing and I should be receiving a letter within the next 10 days from LPS about that. So you've completed your meal benefits application. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time to do that. We really appreciate it. And please always reach out to your school office, or you can reach out to me if you have any questions at all about the process.